If it is true that I am the most genuine antique in the shop, why should I not prefer quills to those newfangled fountain pens? So I will be true to my quill pen, which I now take in hand to begin my memoirs. Moving on to the 9th Newbery Award winner, we have Hitty, Her First 100 Years by Rachel Field, published in 1929 and winning the award in 1930. Rachel Field was born in 1894 in Massachusetts. She attended a small school where she took part in many of the school plays and had a keen interest in drama, but struggled with schoolwork and actually didn't learn to read until she was 10. When she was 11, her family moved to a larger city and a larger school district. And then in high school, she won an award for an essay, and from there went on to a career in editing and writing. She went on to be the first woman to be awarded the Newbery Award winner for Hitty, Her First 100 Years. She and a friend found a small doll in an antique shop and decided to buy it together, and her friend suggested that she write this doll's history. That turned into this book. This book follows the life and journey of a small carved wooden doll named Mehitabel, otherwise known as Hitty. Carved by a peddler for the daughter of a ship's captain, Hitty comes into existence in Maine, and from there goes on many different adventures. She travels far and wide, goes through many different owners, and even encounters some famous people along the way. She experiences various aspects of American history over these 100 years. Her adventures include a mutiny, time with a snake charmer, a theft, being exhibited in a craft exhibition, an auction, and many other things. Seeing history through the eyes of this doll is really interesting because it is really focused on domestic life and particularly the young girls who own Hitty throughout the years. She is owned by some adults, but the focus is on these young girls who carry her with them everywhere that they go. This is an aspect of American history, of history in general, that's often overlooked, so it was really interesting seeing history through those eyes. There are also long stretches of time where Hitty is lost in a couch cushion in an attic or boxed up, and so when she comes back into the world, she remarks on the changes that have happened over that course of time. As we might expect for a book written in 1929, there are some problematic aspects to it. There is a time where she is on a southern plantation, and in that time there is one use of the N-word, something to be aware of. It is not used as an invective, but it is present. There's also a time on an island when she is taken by the native people of the island as a deity. The description and portrayal of those islanders is really dehumanizing and extremely almost painfully racist. Legitimately, the monkeys that Hitty encounters during that same time are described as more human than the actual human island natives. Outside of those things, this was a fun fictional walk through 100 years of American history from a very different perspective. It is a lot of fun seeing all of these crazy things that happen and how Hitty kind of goes through these different trials and owners and almost ends up back where she started. I had a friend inform me that you can actually visit the original Hitty doll, the one that Rachel Field purchased and that inspired this novel. It's at the Stockbridge Library, Museum, and Archives. This book is not in the public domain yet, so I will not be including a link. However, your local public library may have a copy or can easily get one, or you can find it from pretty much any bookseller, either used or new. Next up, we have The Cat Who Went to Heaven by Elizabeth Coatsworth, another female Newbery Award winner. So looking forward to this much shorter volume for our next video. Thanks and happy reading! If it is true, as Miss attended a small school where she was fascinated, she took part in many of the school plays, and she attended a small school where her adventures include a mutiny, an auction, a time at a craft exhibition, and even A Time with a Snake Charmer. Her adventures include A Mutiny, Time with a Snake Charmer, Time on a Southern Plantation, as well as, you could probably find used copies, as well as new ones available online or in a store to order. This one is a much more slender volume, so I should be able to finish it more quickly, and I will let you know how that is in my next video.